Hello, it's Drew over at drewduboff.com, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to discuss my review about Amira's independent contractor agreement. So, with me, as someone who's been a freelancer, as someone who outsources, contracts are very important because of the legal ramifications that can happen when you don't have a contract, and I discussed some of them, in this article, but I also just really wanted to articulate face to face some of the benefits of purchasing this contract. So, first off, you guys know it's highly customizable, right? That's something that I always look for in a contract, right? Because that standard boilerplate text is not going to automatically fit within your business. And that's something that I love, about Amira's contract. And I've got it like printed out right here. As you can see, like it's got highlighted text, and that's just like page one, right? So with the highlighted text, all you have to do is just swap it out. You put your own tailored information in there without, messing up the parts that, ooh, I shouldn't touch. Like, I don't want to, mess up how I'm covered. Yeah, you don't have to worry. All you have to do is touch the highlighted parts. It makes it super easy to know. And it's also like, it's very comprehensive, right? So like the first time I came across this, and I was reading through it, like as I'm flipping through it right now, like it's 9 pages long, okay? Most contracts that you'll come across do not go, this far into depth. And what I also like is how like she's done different perspectives and different statements based on whether you're the client or the contractor, which I thought was a nice touch. So an example of that would be, let's see here, where is it? Yeah, like the expenses, for an example. That's a section that has different ones. So it really just, simplifies the process of, purchasing a contract. I think there are like a few, not, disadvantages, but there are a few things that I like personally had to change after, purchasing the contract. So for me, like one of those things was the section on non-competition, and non-solicitation and non-recruit. That was an example that like it was just not something that I wanted to include in my contract, right? So I just took it out. um, I think it's a little too inhibitive to freelancers. The other thing that I edited was the indemnification clause. As I mentioned in my article, that's something that a lot of freelancers will argue with you about. So I just decided to not, so I made mine mutually indemnifying instead of just, you know, indemnifying against one party. And then, with the electronic signature, I do go over, several ways that you can do that in the article with like third parties. I just, have people fill out forms. That was a very like simple solution for me, but you guys, like, you don't understand. Like before I had, this contract, like I was just, I was honestly going into these engagements without a contract. And I was just sitting in the unknown of like, well, when am I going to get paid? Like, is this, actually legitimate? Like, you just don't know. So, then I was like, well, let me get a contract. And so I did, and I thought I was secure. And then I sent it over to Amira for review. And she was like, well, this is some error. You need to change the language here. You're missing a few sections. And I'm like, okay. Like, you really do need a template drafted by a lawyer. And Amira really knows what she's doing. All of her templates are easily customizable. a lot of people recommend them. I'm one of them. I popped on the Amira bandwagon rather early. And if you have, any questions whatsoever about customizing the independent contractor agreement within your business, please let me know because I would be happy to help you and support you in your journey. All right. Thanks so much. Bye bye.